It's crazy that Virgin Galactic went to 6, right? How much can it fall? I mean, it can get a little bit more worse if we have like a more downturn in the market. You have now the chance to buy space at the worst possible timing, because in the end of the year, they will be way higher with the test flights of the operation and that's the point, guys. Let me introduce you to my brand new product, X10 Day Trading. Basically, you are sick and tired of your 9-to-5 jobs like I was, then this is for you. Or you just want to get a little bit of money on the side, a couple of $1,000s per month with day trading, where you don't need to know technical analysis and where you watch only 10 videos to know the strategy that I used to 10x $2,000, yes, in 1 month, and I did it twice. And let me tell you what comes with it: a 30-minute call with me, plus an exclusive group that is coming only with this purchase, plus a second 30-minute call with me a couple of weeks later to see if you're going. So I'm holding your hand, but obviously it's time limited, so 50 people maximum. Get in if you want right now. So, welcome to another vlog, and today we are talking about if space, honestly, is maybe not an investment for you, okay? We will dive in what space is in terms of stock and volatility and everything. Then we will talk why space is nothing for you. And then we will talk about why space might be the perfect stock for you, right? So welcome to this vlog. Don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to smash that like button. And just what you saw a couple of seconds ago was the trailer to my X10 day trading group. Just 2 more places, 2 more seats out of 50 are available. It's cost $700. But it's worth it because you get all of this, what I mentioned. And let me show you a little bit what is awaiting you. Just on Tuesday, we did the turnaround Tuesday trade, okay? We knew by the strategy that I'm implying that we could have a great chance to turn around Tuesday. And what we did, I did a 50%, as you can see here, a 50% gain almost on my trade. And one of my members who's starting small, right? He's like you and me. And basically he started with an investment of $286 and he win $208. Okay, so you can see here he made almost 80%, even more than me. So you see here even very small beginners can use this strategy to make money. Check it out, link into the description. So let's talk about space. What space? Okay, but let me just fix the camera really quick. All right, what is space? Space is a very risky investment. Okay, this must be, you know, understandable by many people out there, okay, because of the following. First, it's an industry that is brand new and need a lot of work. There's no blueprint. Like the electric vehicle market is, for example, a little bit more advanced, right? So this means that actually people like the founders of Lucid can plug in a little bit of a blueprint, like direct sales to clients, getting reservations, getting team members from Tesla, right? And so on and so forth. They just copy and paste and tweak a little bit around their business model. But for Virgin Galactic, they had to invent space travel, basically, okay? Before Virgin Galactic, there was only rockets that shooted up, but the concept of Virgin Galactic to send them on a small rocket and then fly basically like an airplane, and then basically, you know, make the feather system and then bounce back to Earth and glide back to Earth is a brand new concept that we have the patents on. And that's why it's so great, because there's no other company that can do it or will do it in the next couple of years. And that's why we stay in the very front of this business with $450,000 per ticket only, right? Which is a little bit more expensive than my $700 ticket in my X10 day trading class, okay? But however, it's a very risky investment, right? You have very less competition and you have a crazy profit margin of around 60-70%. It's basically like software, like that crazy. And they are basically now in the last stage of starting the commercial operations. So in terms of the stock, it's therefore very volatile because it's pre-revenue, lot of risk, lot of unknowns, things that seems to happen as a big negative, like delays or technical issues. Things like that are brutally pushing down the stock, right? And the stock, because it's pre-revenue, can be $100 and you can explain why it's $100, and it can be $10 and you can explain why it's $10, right? So it's this crazy demand and non-demand universe that whenever there's great news, like the summer of last year was great and the stock went up to 55 or 60 even intraday, and then we have the winter, the Virgin Galactic winter, where nothing happens and the market is bad and the stock just get in the free fall, right? Like the descent of the spaceship after they reach space. So this is what it is, okay? Now let's talk about why you should not invest in space and why space is nothing for you. And I get so many comments, so many negative comments. And you know what I'm doing with the negative comments? If this would be a toilet here, I'm taking the comments and I'm putting them into the toilet and flushing. Okay, so this is what I'm doing with the negative comments. I don't care if you don't understand my investment thesis. I don't care if you care that I lose money, okay? This is a channel where I document my whole investment story, and it started great, and we just like a second of a 24-hour movie of my investment life, because I will live to 120 minimum, and then I will extend my life 100 years even, because the health industry will make it possible. And that's why the 2 years that I'm now on YouTube is basically not even 1%, okay? Considering like a 200 plus years YouTube career, you know, and I hope you will stay, so please subscribe and stay with me for the next 200 years. And I hope that we can hold these stocks for the next 200 years. I learned one thing, guys. When I sold Tesla, and I made a huge profit on Tesla, you know, that's the great part about it, but selling Tesla and being so hard behind Tesla and being one of the first YouTubers with some other great guys like Hyperchains or Jeremy from Financial Education and Meet Kevin and Graham Stevens, you know, it was such a great, because they were, so many people were shitting on me, and finally it came true. Unfortunately, I didn't push it through. I would be definitely much wealthier, but it is what it is, right? You learn from it. Like Mark Cuban passed on Uber, right? There is other people like Gary Vee. He passed also on Uber investments, right? There's people that sold Bitcoin at $10, right? So it's just happening. Also, Warren Buffett made mistakes. You just learn from them, and the long-term vision is important. But you know, I'm going out of the topic. So why you shouldn't invest in space? You shouldn't invest in space if you are basically have a problem with volatility, if you don't believe into this space, whole space industry, if you believe that space or Blue Origin have a better tourist space line concept, if you believe that Virgin Galactic cannot recover from here, and if you believe that forever we will be in a bear market that we are right now, then you should basically maybe invest into the S&P 500 and just, don't come back here. But there is a lot of reasons why you definitely should consider space. And let me summarize this one more time for you here in this video. I had 2 conversations today with my friends, okay? I had a lunch with a friend. He saw a couple of videos of mine and he said like, oh my God, it's crazy that Virgin Galactic went to 6, right? How much can it fall? And of course it can fall more, but at some point it will be quite ridiculous, right? If they have like $1.5 billion in the bank or $1 billion in the bank and they are worth $700 million, then this would be ridiculous, right? The company would be less worth than they have on their balance sheet. And he basically said that, what if I just buy 100,000 shares and I include margin a little bit into that and just wait until end of the year, okay? And the other friend was saying like, you know what? I get a big bonus check. Why not put it all into Virgin Galactic? Because in the end of the year, they will be way higher with the test flights, of the operation, and obviously. And that's the point, guys, okay? You have now the chance to buy space at the worst possible timing. I mean, it can get a little bit more worse if we have like a more downturn in the market, maybe even more bad news. But at some point, the stock will go higher because they have nothing that is basically destroying the business or stopping the business or stopping their maintenance period. There's nothing. There can be delays, yes, but there's nothing that will stop it for now, okay? So there's no news. All of this bad news that you say they will not be successful is all in your mind, it's all imagination. At the same time, if you just give the probability that they can be successful 50-50, it's worth to take this 50-50 chance to get a 300-400,000% of return of investment, right or wrong. You go into the casino and you put black and white, you have a 50-50 or less even than 50-50 chance that you get a 100% payout on your money, right? So think about that there is a great chance that Virgin Galactic will be successful at least a couple of years. I mean, what they want to try now with the enhanced fleet that is better than before is just what they did in the last summer, just more frequently, okay? So why the stock cannot go back even to the half of the value, $30, okay? That's a 5x from now. So think about it. So it's basically for people that are, if you like high risk, you don't have problems with volatility, you believe into the company and you just logically look into what they have done. You don't care what Shamas or Richard Branson is doing because they still are big holders in the company. Even when you say the baddest thing about them, they are still massive shareholders, okay? They're still betting more money than I am and you will ever have in our life. So think about that. And with that said, I hope, I give you guys a little bit more, kind of things to go through, because when you look into investments, you should always look onto both sides. And the positive, the bullish side is more appealing to me than the bearish side for now. So, I just keep bringing down my average price for Virgin Galactic investments. And soon I will be in the one-digit number, which would be absolutely amazing, right? I would never thought that for $6,000 or $8,000 you can buy 1,000 shares of Virgin Galactic. So it's your chance. Take it or leave it. Let me know in the comments, and I see you tomorrow.